Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Anne Manera, and we are back again today, Monday, December 3rd. Can you believe it's December 3rd already? And we have another live Color Along from Color Along Volume 10. Today we're doing cross-hatching. I'm running a little bit behind today. I don't know what happened to me. I decided to clean something. Ooh. Not a good word, right? It's like, what should I do? Should I clean? Should I color? Should I clean? Should I color? Kind of a dilemma we all have, right? But I cleaned. I gave in. So we are going to get started in just a couple of minutes. I am using Moped Duo graph pens this morning because we're cross-hatching the page from Color Along Volume 10. I'm going to turn to the page that we're using this morning. Go give Paisley a bone because she is on the bone today, apparently. She is hoping that she can get something from this. All right, I'm going to actually put this in the horizontal orientation. This is what I'm using. I'm not really swatching today because they're just these little, like, thin pens. So, get your page ready. You can really use any medium. You could use a pencil. You could use a marker. Use something with a fine point, if you could. Maybe a really sharp colored pencil. I'm just going to go give a dog a bone, and I will be right back. So we need to, of course, Paisley and Scarlett say good morning to you too, Judy. Paisley and Scarlett, I'm actually thinking of, we always make dog biscuits for them. And I'm actually thinking of adding dog biscuits, Scarlett and Paisley homemade dog biscuits to my website. I thought it would be kind of funny. The picture that we're using, Cleo, is the picture that you see right here. So let's start off by saying good morning to everyone. So let me go back up to the top of the comments. Hey, Bonnie Miller. Hey, Chris. Good morning, Martha. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Abby. Hey, Abby was our winner. You had a great weekend with winning stuff, Abby. You need to go buy a lottery ticket because you won a copy of Dawn Boyer's Fairy Houses and Fairy Doors book, Volume 5, from Friday's live Color Along. Everyone was able to post their finished pages, and a random winner was chosen. And then yesterday, or Saturday actually, Abby also won a copy of Robot Fashion Show and Like Clockwork by Nola Hensel. So congratulations to Abby. What a weekend. Go buy a lottery ticket because you're on a streak, let me tell you. Hey, good morning, Alice. Good morning, Holly. Hey, Marvin. Good of you. Good to see you. Hey, hello, Tracy Peacock. How are you this morning? Who else is here with us this morning? Let me scroll down. Good morning, Cheryl. Cheryl's joined us this morning. Cheryl Waters from New Jersey. From Jersey, right, Cheryl? Hey, Diana and Alexandria is here with us this morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Judy and Cleo from Canada. How are you this morning, Cleo? Hey, Jason from across the pond. Good morning to Mamie. Who else is here? Anyone else? Isn't it great that she wanted to... How many books, huh? You like the biscuit idea? I've thought about doing it for a while, but... I don't know. We'll have to see. We make them when... I always make them when there's a dog birthday. So Paisley's birthday is coming up on December 30th, so we'll have to make another batch. Made them on Thanksgiving. We call them Paisley Party Biscuits because it was for her party. I don't know. Crazy, right? Just crazy, the crazy things that we do for our pets, for our furry friends. Okay, so today we are coloring from Color Along Volume 10. We need to get down to business, right? And let me get a different light going on here. I think it was a little bit too dark. We've got Color Along Volume 10, and we are cross-hatching this morning. So you can use any medium you would like. All of a sudden, I just lost my page again. And it doesn't really make a difference. So cross-hatching is all about little tiny lines. So remember pointillism, or dots, where you kind of create, add little lines. Let me get another piece of paper and I'll kind of give a little bit of a demonstration here with just a regular pen, just a regular old black pen. So say I had, I don't know, a triangle like this. Here's my shape that I'm going to cross-hatch. And maybe I want to start out with some shading over in the corner, and I could just simply kind of go like this. Now, it doesn't have to mean that, I mean, a lot of people think that cross-hatching is just really literally hatching. There's the hatch, right? And then crossing. You could, you could do that. Sure, you could do that. I actually have a drawing, a pen and ink drawing that I'm thinking of that I have in my computer of a pumpkin that is completely a really good example of cross-hatching. So there's where I want to create that shadow, right there, kind of the darker area, focusing on that. Now I could go back, and that's it. That's all it does. So that's what we're going to focus on this morning. We can, like I said, you are a trip. We need you in Abby, you crack me up. This is also, Cleo saying, I don't have volume 10. Is this anywhere else? I thought you had volume 10, Cleo. I'm so confused. And I did get your message this morning, Cleo, and I will get that stuff to you by the end of the day. I just need to kind of go through everything. It's also in starry shapes. So this is also in starry shapes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it simple. We're not going to go nuts with the cross-hatching part of all of it. I will work in some different colors because I've got these really thin pens here with me this morning. These are actually 0.4 millimeter, which is very, very small. Your typical kind of maybe mechanical pencil would probably be a 5 millimeter. And I even think that is too thin. I always like a 0.08, even when actually this is 0.9. This pencil right here, this yellow one. And then I have this crazy Papermate Marvel comic pencil. And this is a 1.3. The lead in this is really nice. This was my Halloween contribution. I gave these out instead of giving out candy. And I did not have enough people that visited my house. So I had to keep them. So I have a lot of these. So if you come over to my house, you'll get a Marvel. This has, I don't know, Marvel Comics. I don't know who's on there. Some crazy guy. Anyway, really not any information that you really needed to know this morning. Right, Abby? Abby, I'm always just going to, like, add in some, like, craziness, right? Let's start with the red, because it's the holiday season. These pens are kind of cool because they come apart. So there's, they break up. And that's why they're called Duo. Graph Pens Duo, because there's two. And I don't know if I like using them. I feel like they're almost too long to use together, but I almost feel like they're too short to use apart. So I'm kind of like in the middle, on the fence, you know? So I'm going to start right here with this center shape here. And I am just going to kind of add just some hatches, little lines. Thinking that this is going to be my area that I'm keeping dark on this side. So imagine that the light source is coming from that side, and we want that side to be kind of dark. Dawn Boyer does a wonderful job with cross-hatching in a lot of her coloring pages, a lot of her coloring books. So she's a really good artist to take a look at if you want to learn more about what cross-hatching is all about. The other artist that really does a great job with it is Bennett Klein. If you look at his coloring books, unbelievable. So those are the two that kind of come to mind right now. And I'm not going to really, I mean, you could really go nuts with this. But you don't really have to, I mean, you can keep it as simple as possible. And for today's color along, we're going to keep it as simple as possible today. What you guys think about Nola's color along the other day in my crazy robot story? That was pretty funny, actually. So it's just kind of creating like a little bit of a hatch. And I'm sticking to the same side. So I'll go back to this side now. Kind of gives it a decorative enhancement. Have a color along tomorrow for another artist called Katie Darden. And Katie has been doing coloring books probably for as long as I have, maybe longer. And she lost some family members. Some of her family members lost everything in the Paradise campfires. And Holly's asking me, how many are in the sack? 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, no, there's 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10. There's 10, Holly, but then there's 2 of each color. There's 2 colors on each pen, so there's 20 colors. 20 colors. So Katie is, all of the proceeds from all of her coloring books for the entire month of December and the entire month of November are being donated to the victims of the campfire in Paradise, California, that she for her family. So I'll be doing a color along for her tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. As kind of my contribution to helping out with that, to spread the word for that cause. And she will be featured tomorrow in Coloring Co-op Group 24 Days of Christmas. So I'll be live here on my Facebook page, and we'll be sharing it into that group. So that's what's happening with that. And then I have another color along on Wednesday for color along 10, and then on Saturday I'm coloring for Patricia Burke. So that'll be fun. I've been coloring for some different artists. Have a few more other artists that have shown an interest in having me do color alongs for them. So stay tuned. It's going to be kind of interesting. She did win a lot, didn't she, Sarah? I never really win anything. I guess it depends on whether or not you enter, though, right? Dogs are being awfully quiet. We'll have to be quiet. I will have to miss it as I'm taking my partner to the hospital tomorrow. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear, Jason. I hope everything goes okay. So what else is happening in the coloring book world on this Monday morning? What a great way to start the week, right? Coloring. Why not? So what else is new? Let's see. What's new? What's happening? I have just added my very first painting class to Skillshare. Is anyone a member of Skillshare? Just added my very first painting class. It's a video that you could watch. I have been wanting to do it, and I don't know what was stopping me. And then I just kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and putting it on the back burner. And then last night, I just said to myself, I just need to do it. So I just added it. I added it yesterday afternoon. My fantasy, Jason is saying, my fantasy is winning the big on the lottery, but I don't play. My fantasy is winning big on the lottery too, Jason, but I don't play it either. Because I don't want to lose my, one measly little $1 or $2. Which one will you miss, Holly? Tomorrow? Yeah, so there's a link that you could, I guess you can get 2 months free with the link that I provided. So that link that I gave you guys is really, you could get 2 months free with Skillshare. So it's kind of interesting. Hopefully you can check it out. Let me know what you think. Pretty easy to follow. It's music playing in the background. And I'll see how it goes about adding other classes to Skillshare. What's happening, Scarlett? Look, it's like it's just the sound of the pen hitting the paper. Isn't it crazy? I'm kind of going with the Christmas theme. Can you tell with the red and the green? You know, that happens, doesn't it? You start coloring something during the holiday season, and you've got all these colors that are just being, placed in front of you. And all of a sudden, before you know it, you're wearing red and green, and everything you're doing is red and green, and you're cooking green mashed potatoes. It's just crazy. Skillshare is a website, Cleo, that has different classes that you can take, and you can sign up for some. I don't know how much it is a month, $15 a month maybe, and you can take classes on there. So I have a class on there. Hey, my friend Marty Woods. Marty Woods is in the house. Hey, Marty. Hey, I got to give a dog a bone here. I don't know what happened. What happened, you guys? Oh, you guys, what happened here? Oh my goodness gracious. Come on, you guys. You have to go lay down, okay? Here. Take your bones. Take your bones. Take your bones. Go lay down, girls. A week ago, I had a mini stroke. Barb, no, and I'm feeling much better today, and I'm feeling so grateful today. Barb, oh my goodness, did you know you had it? Well, I'm glad that you're okay. Marty's not saying anything back to us, is he? We're all saying hello to Marty Woods, and he's not saying anything. It's okay, Marty. You can just watch us. It's okay. Yeah, Skillshare just has those different classes, so check it out. You can get 2 months free to watch some different classes, and I have a painting class on there, and I don't know if I'm going to add more. I'm going to have to see how it goes. It's kind of just a test, you know? Just a test to see if it works, what's happening. I'll be adding some different classes anyway, like I usually have here live on Facebook. I'll be doing some hand lettering classes. I'll be actually going to work on like an art history style course, kind of walk you through like maybe like a museum style type thing, and kind of learn about different types of art. Kind of thought that would be kind of different. And what was the other one? There was 2 more, right? There was watercolor backgrounds. The watercolor effect on the background. What was the other one? What was the 4th one, you guys? Because there was another one that was listed on the Just Color Coloring group in that poll that I had taken. All right, what other color should I add to this? I think I'm going to add some pink. Why not? Everything looks better with pink. Pink is like the, I don't know, the candy of the coloring world. So for this one, I'm going to add just kind of some little tiny ones in each of these corners. Oh, this pink is not working. So just giving it a little bit of this. Just kind of a fun little thing to play with. And I mean, for today's color along and for this coloring page, this is really primarily, excuse me, I was going to get the hiccups. Primarily a demonstration about how to do this, so that you can then take this a little further and maybe not do your whole coloring page with this, but maybe add this type of design to a section of your coloring page. So all of these color alongs sort of become like a little bit of a library of coloring tutorials. You can go back. They stay here forever. And if you're in that color along group, they get added. Plus the video gets linked on my website, so you should be able to find it easy enough. I don't know if I have gold or silver on here. Alice is saying, I'm picking up Christmas tree ornaments that are laying on the floor. Usually every year I put up a tree, but when I got Cleo, I decided to do a tabletop tree because I didn't know how she would be. But this year my son wanted a big tree, and now I'm dealing with this. I don't put up a tree for exactly that reason. I do a tabletop tree, and I used to have these little tiny pine trees that I had bought I think I bought them at Michael's. And I don't know what happened to them, but I ended up throwing them away, so I don't have those anymore. So I need to figure out something else. But I don't put a tree on the floor just for that reason. But have you seen those new trees where Barbara's giving, like, Barbara, I have to read your comment here. Barbara's saying, I woke up with it one morning and I got rushed to the doctor's. It sure makes you feel grateful. I'm so glad it's over because I love your color alongs. Oh, Barb, You know, it means so much so much to me that you guys take time out of your day, out of your life, whatever, and spend time watching. Because you could be doing a million other things. Life is short, right? So you could be doing so many other things. I'll add blue, though, Cleo, because that's a good idea. I'll add this blue, this light blue color. I'll add it to this section here. Yeah, so did you see those trees now? They kind of look like this. I'll draw it because it's the only way I know how to describe it. It's like it's like a half a tree. So it's like this is the tree. And then it's tall. Did you ever see those? Did you see those, Alice? So you only decorate, like, there's not, all this part right here is missing. Isn't that funny? Cleo is Alice's cat. Every time Cleo talks about, every time Melody talks about her cat, Cleo, and her dog, Melody, I think that she's talking about Cleo Frazier, and Melody Jones. So it's kind of like a little running joke that we have going on. It's kind of funny. But we know that they're not. Or maybe she really is, and it's just, this is all just a smoke screen. All right, so where else do I have? Oh, this one. I feel like I'm not in the right frame of the camera today. Am I? Is that better? And I don't like that this area over here is happening. I gotta turn this around a little bit. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, never mind. It's stuck. It's stuck, as they say. That reminds me of a crazy story, actually. Stuck. Something stuck. I'll tell you this crazy story. When my niece was a little, I don't know if she's watching, but sometimes she does, I guess. She's probably saying, "Oh, I can't believe she's going to tell this story." Anyway, it's funny. She was like 3 years old, and I was having a washer delivered to my house, and the delivery people were just about to put the washer down the stairs. They opened the basement door and they were going to go down the stairs. It did not fit. It was stuck in between, in the doorway. Like, it's kind of tough sometimes to get something into your basement, right? So it was completely stuck. It was extremely stressful. It was like, oh my God, this washer is never going down these stairs. And I'm never ever going to be able to go down these stairs either, because there's a washer that will never ever leave there. Like, what the heck are we going to do? And the delivery guys were getting all stressed out, and who was swearing under their breath, and who was stomping away, and you know how delivery people can get sometimes. Anyway, there's my niece, this little 3-year-old standing there, and all of a sudden, in the middle of all of the tenseness, she just said, "It's stuck." And I was like... And everyone was just like, no kidding. It was funny. Abby says, what's better than to wake up and go to your class? Oh, thank you, Abby. That is very, very nice of you to say. Who else is making a comment here? Jason, a grapevine tree. Julie says a couple years she used a grapevine tree. Oh, I love a Charlie Brown Christmas tree, Holly. Jason says, I enjoy watching coloring, and I love listening to the chat and reading the comments. I feel so lucky to find you. It is a nice way to relax after work, even if the phone does interrupt. Oh, Jason, thank you. Judy says, I tried to look at the Skillshare, but it says my system is not supported. Really? What were you looking at it from? Were you on like a phone or an iPad, or what happened? Alice says, well, last night Cleo cuffed down a candy cane. Alice always has some great stories too. I gotta tell you, Alice always cracks me up with her crazy stories. So let's see what she's saying about that. Look, I made a mistake. Oh, I intended to do that. It's part of the design, right? Last night, Cleo cuffed Cleo, the cat, not Cleo Frazier, Cleo the cat, cuffed down a candy cane, and when it hit the floor, it broke. And Melody, the dog, not Melody Jones, ran over to it and scoffed up the piece and started eating the candy cane. I don't think that's really a big deal, though, that they ate that. They probably were like, oh my God, this is very minty. But one time, Scarlett ate because what doesn't Scarlett eat, right? One time Scarlett ate a cough drop. You know the kind of cough drop that has the center, when you bite it open, it has like liquid that comes out of the center. It's very powerful. And she ate it. And I remember looking at her and her eyes were like watering. She was fine though. I had another dog eat raisins. Raisins are not good. Thank God she was okay. Isn't it crazy what they eat? And imagine if we were all the kind of people who really and truly did not watch our pets. How about the dogs that just kind of live on the street and they just eat anything? Hey, those dogs are fine, right? But the dog that is watched constantly and well taken care of, that's eating a candy cane, for example, is not, right? It's crazy. Where is what? Through Safari or Facebook? What are you talking about, Cleo? Are you talking about Skillshare? What? I'm surprised that it wasn't supported, Judy, if you were on your laptop. What browser were you using? Especially because you're able to watch a video, right? You're watching this. That's weird. Maybe it was the browser. It is so nice outside at my house today. You would never, ever know it was December 3rd. Judy is saying Abby and Charlie eat what we eat. Oh, we have an Abby dog too, right? Instead of our friend Abby, we have Abby dog. Just realize that. Yeah, my dogs, I try not to give them people food because I don't know. They have stomach issues sometimes. Who's taking Pepsid? Who's taking a probiotic? I don't know. Maybe they should just eat leaves and poop and then we'll be all set. A bowl. It's like you spend all that money on dog food and there's your dog eating poop in the backyard. I don't know. We all do it, right? Hey, Skillshare, you've got to go through through Safari, Cleo. Through AOL? I don't know, Judy. I'll look. Let me look. When I have some time later, I'll take a look. So this is just kind of like a peachy color, I guess. And for this one, I'm going to just kind of cover that whole area. So it doesn't have to be a hatch that's across. Like, you don't have to go across it. But you could just simply kind of do it that way. And we just kind of want to, just to kind of get your feet wet with this. And I will put a drawer. I'm going to put something on the Color Along 10 group later when I find it. I don't know what I did with it. Of a drawing that I had done in pen and ink. It's all cross-hatching. I'm just remembering it. All right, now what other line would be like that? Probably this one, right? No, probably this one right here. And then maybe this one. Well, Abby, did you see the message that Dawn just sent you? She sent us, both of us. She's ordering that book for you today. Very, very cool. All right, so today, this is what I have to say. This is very important, actually. And Barbara's asking, what's everybody's Christmas story? Because her favorite Christmas story is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I don't know if I have a favorite Christmas story. What do you guys have? But while we're talking about, while you guys are letting us know what your favorite Christmas story is, it's reminding me... Scarlett, what's wrong? Ooh. All right, I'll check. Hold on. All right. Come on. Let's go see. It was just a squirrel. Scarlett is on working her watchdog business today with very serious intent. All right, so what I wanted to tell you guys today is that today is the last day. No, it was just a squirrel. Abby and Charlie have learned Paisley's bark, and they are being good. That is so funny. We are, today's the last day to sign up for Secret Santa. And Secret Santa has, I'm going to tell you who I have signed up, okay? So this way you know that maybe, just in case you happen to not hear your name and you are. I think I'm on it. I think I've got it pretty well organized. Martha Carter, Alice Blakesley, Abby Gingrich, Heather Gimalva, I hope I'm saying that right, Diana Mauricio, Alexandria Sullivan, Christina Russell, Heather Berger, Judy Cladd, Chris Costelli, Lynn Miller, Lisa Ackroyd, Candace Warren, Donna Bills, Christine Blasco, Jonah Longnecker, Julie Rhodes, Holly Van Doren, and Beth Turner. So, how many people is that? I don't even know. But what is going to happen next, first of all, you can still sign up by the end of the day today. And then tomorrow I will be going through the list and I will be assigning people to people. I'll be handing out the assignments. And I'll be getting in touch with each of you that have signed up for Secret Santa and letting you know who you need to buy a gift for, or who your person is. Be sure that if you've signed up for Secret Santa that you've gone to the event page and that you have put in a book or a gift or something on that wish list. It could be a book, it could be a gift card, it could be a coloring class. As long as it's something from my website that's got a $15 value or less, that's what can get added. Now, here's what my plan is. My plan is to ship out books that I currently have here in my studio so that I can send out signed copies. I mean, do you think you guys think that's okay? So we're going to I want to try to work with what I have because a lot of people have said to me, have put like multiple books on their wish list. And that's fine. That's great. So let's try to work with what I have for two reasons. One, I want to send out that signed copy because I thought that would be kind of a cool thing to do. The other reason why I want to do that is because if I ship it from the publisher, I'm afraid it's not going to get to everyone in time for Christmas. I just feel like it's going to take forever. So I think if I can ship what I have here, I have a pretty good stash. And they're not, haven't colored them. So I think that I'm going to try to do that. So Heather's saying that would be nice. Yeah, I think that it would be, better because I think that this way we can have a good selection of maybe some signed copies that can go out. So, and if I do it that way, maybe I can pop something else in the envelope too, like a coloring page or something. Hopefully that will work. I know there's some books that I honestly do not even have. Like I know for a fact that I do not have Summer Beauty. I don't think I do anyway. And I know, Judy, that's on your list. But that's not a big deal. So if I don't have it, it'll come right from the publisher. But it just won't be a signed copy because then it'll take forever. Yeah, Judy, so I know you had done, you had asked for Summer Beauty. And I don't have Summer Beauty. I don't think I do anyway. But I don't want you to change your choice. I mean, I could have it shipped to me. It just would take forever to do it that way. So I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We're going to make it work. We're going to try to do the best we can. I don't usually keep a lot of books on hand. And I'm not really working on drawing any books right now. I'm working on one. It's kind of these like groupings of things. The one that I started with Draw Live, but I'm not really working on anything else. And I'm just going to I don't know if that's going to be out before Christmas. It may not make it until the first of the year. Because there's just so many books that are out there. Gotta get rid of these messages on the side of my screen. You think that's a good idea, Diana? Yeah, I thought it would kind of be a cool idea to have, right? And then some people are asking for other things. They're asking for maybe coloring classes, or they're asking for a gift card. There's all different things that they're asking for. A lot of people signed up. This is the other part that's amazing about it, is that two people purchased extra spots for people. So 3 people actually won a spot in a giveaway. Isn't that amazing? People are doing that. And then yesterday, somebody else contacted me to have somebody else get a spot. They purchased a spot for somebody else. So the kindness is unbelievable, right? What feels better, giving or receiving, right? I always say giving. I gotta go get Scarlett. Yeah, just grateful, right, Abby? I mean, it's just amazing what happens. Giving always feels better than receiving, doesn't it? I agree with you, Heather. Let's get Scarlett. I bet she feels like that, too. What's happening? Well, I'm coming out. It is really nice outside. I can't even believe it. I hope it never ever snows. Can I hope for that? Let's remember that I said that, because let me tell you, usually around here it is nice. It can be nice like this at this time of year, and then all of a sudden it's like you're just getting comfortable and you're saying to yourself, you know, I don't think it's ever going to snow, and the next thing you know, we're shoveling 2 feet of snow. Bounty Miller, I bet you have that problem too. Hey, Cleo say, I got the app for Skillshare, but it looks like there's only 8 programs, but they develop more for those 8. I don't know, Cleo. I have to look. That's weird. Did you use the link that I gave you? Because you need to use that link, that Skillshare link. I'm gonna pop it in here. Yeah, Scarlett says receiving bones is better than giving them. But you know what? Scarlett is very nice actually to other dogs. She when Paisley was a puppy, I'm going to get the link. When Paisley was a puppy, Scarlett really took care of her. And she would eat a biscuit with her, lay down. They would lay down next to each other, and Scarlett would be eating a biscuit. And she would actually break little pieces of the biscuit off and place them in front of Paisley. So she's very nice to other dogs. All right, I'm putting the link here. Check out my first painting class on Skillshare. And you know what? It might have like a black box, and I don't understand why it's doing that. It does. Why does it do that? I don't understand. But if you click on that link right there, then that will get you, that's inviting you to have 2 free months on Skillshare. Thank you, Judy. Yeah, giving always feels good, doesn't it, Bonnie? I agree with you. Especially if you're giving something to somebody that just really doesn't have something. It's just, they can become very appreciative of it. It's like, oh my goodness. Can you even believe it? It's like you're just totally blown away. I'm not sure if this pen is working. It is not. Let's add some pink on this section here. This is kind of a cool page to kind of place in front of you, maybe, this technique. And when you're on the phone, just kind of doodling, just kind of mindless. You want to just relax. Barbara's saying, giving and receiving both, I don't know why. You know what I am done with. You know what? I am done with winter. Oh, no kidding, huh, Barb? Hey, Dia. Dia has joined. How are you, my friend? I always get nervous when another artist pops in. Like when Marty Woods popped in, I kind of get a little bit of a flip in my stomach. Isn't that crazy? don't know why that happens to me. Okay, where else am I going to pop some cross-hatching in this section here? There's my cover. What's going on, dear? What's happening? Anything exciting going on? I'm live a lot lately, dear. I don't know what happened. I've been coloring for other artists lately more than, well, not more than before, but I did a color along for Dawn Boyer on Friday. I did a color along for Nola Hensel on Saturday. I'm doing a color along tomorrow for Katie Darden. And then Wednesday I have my own color along. And then Saturday I am coloring for Patricia Burke. And I think there was two more or one more person. Very popular artist, actually. I hope she says yes. I can't say who it is yet. That is interested. So, you have the flu. Oh no. Get out. That's terrible. I hate having the flu. I hope you feel better. I hear that there's like a nasty bug going around though, right? That nasty flu is going around. People have it for a very, very long time. Are you more creative or less creative when you're sick, dear? Sometimes I'm actually more creative. The more, or actually, you know what triggers it? What type of things trigger your creativity? What do you guys think? Are there things that happen that make you just like, I'm on a coloring binge, or I'm on a painting binge, or I'm just like really very, very creative. The creative juice is really, really flowing. One of the things that does it to me, and this is really kind of crazy, is death. If there is somebody dying around me, I just channel all my energy into art. Isn't that, I mean, I guess it's good, but, whew. Or if there's a lot of stress happening, like a lot of something emotional going on, I channel it all into that. I guess it's good. I guess it's a good thing. Dia says, I'm watching you from under the covers. Oh, Dia. Bonnie says, I hope you feel better. Bonnie said, our last snowstorm here in New Hampshire had 15 inches. That's the top of Mount Washington had 59 inches. Good thing you don't live on the top of Mount Washington. Hey, Bonnie? That's crazy. Abby, answer Dawn's message. She's messaging you. Sarah says, I just had someone say to me, no, it's rude to not answer her when she messages me. And if I was a rude person, then delete her. She doesn't want me to be friends with rude people. What? What, Sarah? You mean someone messaged you and you didn't answer them and they think you're being rude? Sometimes you just don't have time. Martha is saying emotional things for her too. That's what triggers the creativity. It's a good way to channel it. I mean, it could be worse, right? You could be doing something far worse than making art. When emotional crisis strikes, you could be drinking, you could be doing drugs, you could be gambling. I mean, you could really be like, you could be angry. And like watching TV is not even it for me. What other section here? This one right here. Where else? I think I got them all. Does anybody see anything that I might have missed? What's happening? Are you doing 12 Days of Christmas? What do you mean 12 Days of Christmas? What am I doing 12 Days of Christmas? That's very rude, Sarah. Is everybody watching from under the covers? Chris is saying, hey, Sarah, it's up to you, but me personally, I would block them. So excited that you want all those books, Abby. Jason is saying, when I have an episode of BPD, I am more creative, both drawing and writing as well. Yeah, it's amazing what it triggers, right? It's a good way to, it is a good way to just kind of channel your energy. Dia is saying, I am terrible. Oh, Dia, I want to sit around and watch YouTube. Also, I'd like it if people just felt sorry for me and brought me cookies and tea. I think I can see all of your little characters from your coloring books, like those little bunnies, running all around you. Imagine if those were the ones like in Cinderella, and they all came to life and all kind of flooded around your room, around your bed, and they just kind of brought you all kinds of, like Cinderella would get, have all the little birds help dress her. Well, I picture all of the bunnies from the buns coming into your room and all coming, kind of bringing you stuff. Isn't that crazy that my head even went to that? What a crazy thing to even think of. Okay, so this page is complete. The only thing I could possibly do with it is I could add something else. And I could stick with my, kind of my thing that I do where I don't feel like getting up, because I really don't feel like getting up right now. And I'm going to go with this color, brown color. Wouldn't that be cool if they all came to life, Dia? That would be so awesome. Do you do animation at all? Your books would be great animated. I think they would look awesome. I'm going to add just this kind of brown color here because I'm too lazy to get up. And there's a dog underneath my chair right now, and I don't really want to bother her. It's kind of like when you are asleep, and the dog or the cat is at the end of the bed, and you've got a really bad cramp in your leg, but you're not going to get up because you don't want to disturb the dog. You know that happens. We all know that happens. It's like I slept with one leg hanging. Oh, we have to let this just go to voicemail. This is Verizon. It's like I slept with one leg hanging out of the covers, and I have a really bad cramp in it. Sorry about that, you guys. My phone, I can't get it to shut off either. All right, it stopped. But my dog slept well. My dog slept like a rock, right? I would rather be coloring instead. Some people are doing things for 12 days of Christmas on Facebook. That is why I asked you. I'm not sure what they're doing. What are they doing? I'm not doing anything for 12 days of Christmas. I'm not doing anything for the 12 days of Christmas. Some people do things like if you read the book of Luke, I guess, for the whole month of December. I feel like there's just so much to do. Or they have that other calendar that's out there, like, on, like, day 1 of December, you're supposed to, like, I don't know, hold the door open for someone. Or the next day, you're supposed to, I don't know, like, crazy little things like that. Kindness things. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I know, Heather, huh? That's Verizon, because I don't know why they're calling me. Okay, I'm just going to kind of give it a darker color here. I love these colored pencils. This black pencil I have is called Spectra Color. You familiar with these, Dia? These are like from long ago, back in the day. Not that I'm trying to say you're old, Dia, not at all. But I'm just saying that, like, back in the day when colored pencils, you remember when barrel colored pencils were around and, you know, like that. Like that type of thing. So just kind of giving it that color there. Just kind of a weird little thing going on. Just to see how it can enhance it. Now, you could do this the opposite way of doing this. You could color different areas, and then you could go back in, and you could add the cross-hatching. I'm kind of doing things backwards. Because I'm doing just, I don't know. This is my backwards day. But this is a really nice soft lead. It's not grainy at all. Good coverage. It's good for shading. Just a really good all-around pencil. I am going to keep it. I like it. I've had this pencil for a very long time. I know. Remember back in the day when the barrel Prismacolors, and now you can buy them, they're like called vintage or something crazy. I mean, where'd they get them if they're vintage? Doesn't it always crack you up when you see stuff like that? Like, you can go to, like, Vermont Country Store, for example, and Vermont Country Store catalog will have things like, I don't know, like soap that they don't make anymore. Why do they still have it? Does anyone know that? Does anyone ever wonder about that? I bet Ramos is doing 12 cookies. Oh, I get it. So in other words, there's like 12 different things you call it. No, I'm not doing anything. But we are doing an event in the Just Color Coloring group that Carol Blaze is running. And it is Drawcember. So if you want to get involved in kind of flex your creative muscle and attempt and try to draw something, that is happening. So that's fun. Each day there's a prompt. It's kind of like an Inktober thing, but it's for December. And there's a holiday word. So one day was holiday, one day was cookies. I'm not really drawing anything for that because once you complete so many drawings, then you can win a PDF pages from my books, or you could win a PDF coloring book at the end. So I'm not really, not that I don't want to participate, but I just thought I would leave it for all of you to kind of just play around with. So this morning there was a video that was released on YouTube. It made its debut. No, really. There was a video released on YouTube with finished pages from different colorists that submitted pages finished from my Snow Globes book. And Marianne Manders, Lynn Miller, Angie Irvine, Kristen April, and one other person that I keep forgetting. And I feel so bad that I keep forgetting the other person. They submitted pages for that book. So I posted those pages, that video on the Just Color Coloring group. So check that out. It's really, really cool. Is it pouring outside? Oh, no. Someone named Kathy is here. I don't know who that is. Hey, Dawn. Yeah, things like that, I agree, should be everyday kindness. I totally agree with you, Abby. I was thinking that, too. When your phone rings, I think it's mine. Oh, that's funny. Crazy, isn't it? So I'm just going to kind of finish up this page. I have way too many things to do today. I don't know why. Do you ever have days like that? Where you're like, too many things to do. Too many things to do that involve my brain, involve thinking. That's the problem. Okay. All right, so this page is complete. I can't believe how this page filled up so fast. Isn't it crazy? It is. I know. And I'm going to leave the white that's there. So this was just kind of like a nice demonstration about just about cross-hatching. So you can just add this this detail to a finished page just to kind of enhance it. Kind of like we get involved with pointillism and dots and all those types of things. So, all right. So let's see what's next. Tomorrow, I'll be coloring this page for Katie Darden. It says Never Give Up. You can go to the event page on my Facebook page. You can get this page for free. It's on my website, and it'll be there till tomorrow, and I'll be coloring this page, probably using gel pens for this because it's really, really cool. And what Katie is doing is she is donating all of the royalties and the profits from her coloring books from November and December to family members that have lost everything in the Paradise Campfires. So that is really amazing. So I'm helping her out tomorrow with that cause. Then on Wednesday, thanks, dear. Thanks for stopping by, dear. I hope you feel better. On Wednesday, we have another color along, and we're using watercolor pencils. It's a page that can also be found in Frenzy. And that is what is going on. So hopefully this was informative. I'll be posting this page. I'll be posting more information about cross-hatching. I'm going to find that picture, that drawing that I had done from long ago that I think I have somewhere in my computer, and show you a better example of cross-hatching when it comes to an actual drawing. So thanks so much for joining me, everyone. This was so great. And I will see everyone tomorrow, and if not, on Wednesday. Thanks so much, you guys.